everyone, this is Nancer and welcome to episode 3 of Cheesy Factor. Here we talk about low budget logos and see how corny they really are and rate them out of 10 on the cheesy meter. Last time we had a look at the logo from Hycon Film, one of the most obscure companies that I know. Today we had another obscure company, again from the UK and from around the same time as Hycon. I'm starting to see a pattern with these. Anyway, the company today is KM Video. It's another one of those pre-cert home videos companies existing in the early 1980s. According to the pre-cert database, they distributed at least 21 home video releases, so it's slightly more well-known than Hycon, but I'm saying that very lightly. Their main output was public domain cartoons, porn, and horror flicks. One of their most well-known releases was Escape from Hell, which KM released as Hell Prison. They also had only one logo used from their inception up until their demise, which was from November of 81 to April of 82. So 6 months, not even a full year. Sad, isn't it? Anyway, let's get into the logo. Before I obliterate this logo, let's see what the CLG wiki have to say about it. What is going on in this logo? Everything looks like it was drenched in acid, the background is constantly spazzing out, and why does the globe that Presents appears on look like one of the Dragon Balls? Even though this was 4 years before. As far as 80s logos go, this one is certainly in the top tier of cheesiness. Not to mention the strange music. Alright, they seem to think what I'm thinking. Anyway, let's dig into the cheese. You've got to be kidding me. They used the same crappy ripple effect in the beginning as Hycon. Maybe these two companies were related. They have the same country, they have the same lifespan, they had similar output. Coincidence? I think not. Yeah, it probably is. What's with all the colourful dots that appear everywhere? Reminds me of when you close your eyes after you look at light and bits of colour appear and float around in your eyelids. Certainly weird and unnecessary. This logo takes ages. It takes Presents 25 seconds just to appear. The actual company name is on screen for 15 seconds, and it's worsened by the fact that there's no good reason for it. It's not doing a cool animation, it just sits there and then gets staticked away. The music is awful. Starts off with this weird wow sound, and then it just holds a few notes for the rest of the logo. There's no rhyme or rhythm to it, it's just eerie synth notes. It was common for these type of companies to use crappy synth tunes in their logos, and KM was no exception. What's with the air thing at the end, if I can even call it that, because it looks more like a Dragon Ball? It's probably a coincidence, as KM came 4 years before the Dragon Ball franchise even started. 2 if you count the manga. These types of logos were rather common in the 80s, especially with obscure pre-cert companies like KM. I'm not sure why though. Anyway, it's now time for the rating. You should probably know what I'm going to rate this thing after my ranting. I'm going to give this logo... Oh god, not you!
Hello everyone, my name is CCG88.
How on earth did you get here?
Magic.
Well, whatever. Hey, since you're here, do you want to tell the viewers what you think of KM Video?
No, but I'll do it anyway. I almost wholeheartedly agree with Nancer here. The ripple effect is unnecessary, this background doesn't correlate to anything, and the way the KM video text disappears easily shows it's an 80s logo. Some people will most certainly hate it due to its awful look and eerie music, but here's the thing, there's something about it that I kind of like. This isn't the worst 80s logo out there. There are plenty of other companies from the 80s that had worse logos than this. It sort of reminds me of Scimitar's logo from 1985. I know a few people that hate it because of its animation and music, but I like this a lot. It's like a so bad that it's good logo. The same thing can be applied with KM. It's way worse with its corny and unneeded visuals and sound, but I still like it. It's sort of hard to explain why I like this logo and other such logos from the 80s, but I can definitely say that my love for VHS contributes to it. I have now got 120 VHS tapes. It's getting kind of insane. Overall, I do like this logo in a weird way, but man, it's undoubtedly up there as one of the worst home video logos from the 80s.
If you were rating this out of 10, what would you give it, Cam?
Personally, I think that KM Video from 1981 to 1982 deserves a 9.5 cheeses on the cheesy scale.
Well, it's called the cheesy meter, but for the most part I do agree with you. Personally, I think this logo is all over the place with its unearthly effects, weird spazzy splat things and synth music that reeks of the 80s. If you like it, I won't judge you for it, but personally I think this logo belongs on the pre-cert bin. Well, that's the end for this episode of Cheesy Factor. Thanks for CCG88 for randomly appearing in this episode. If you have time, check out his channel. A link is in the description.
Thanks for having me, Nancer.
You're welcome. Also, since you were on this episode, can I be in an RLE?
We'll see, Nancer, we'll see.